Oops. All right, I call this one I'd rather be a captain on a rowboat than a passenger on a cruise ship. This is Thoughts from 5D. I'm Otis 5D. All right, just getting back into the swing of things. Give me a break. Give me a break. I messed things up. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm just not that good at life. But that's kind of the point. The point is that I think the further along I go in this soul journey I call life on planet Earth, the more I realize that I wanna be like the captain of my own destiny. And I've had the experience recently to potentially join a much bigger ship than my tiny little dinghy, my little rowboat. And at the end of the day, I realized that I feel like I'm the one that should be in charge of my existence. And the being on a cruise ship is so great because you have a community and you have a buffet, and everything's taken care of for you. But if you don't like where the cruise ship is going, you're just along for the ride. And I realized I can't handle that. And I kind of want to think about that. I kind of want to process that. I'm still in the midst of processing. So these are some of my favorite thoughts from 5Ds because, I feel like this is not that common that pontificators like myself on the internet are like, you get to peek into their consciousness like as they're thinking through things. I always thought I was like a super introvert, and I'm less convinced of that than I once was. And I say that because one of the characteristics that I have been told about extroverts more recently is that extroverts figure out what they're thinking through talking. And I think that there's some truth to that for me, that as I voice my thoughts, I have insights that sort of reveal to me how I actually think. So in terms of being captain of a rowboat, I have just really idolized people throughout my life. I in my previous incarnation as a content creator, I idolized all of these world famous dancers, and I was so blessed to become friends and to some extent like confidants of these people. But I always felt myself to be like less than them. And, whether that was the truth or a self-fulfilling prophecy, it's somewhat hard to say. But nevertheless, I felt like, why should I focus on sort of like promoting myself as a dancer when there are these people that in my mind are obviously so much better than me? I should just kind of like promote them because that's like a genuine meritocracy. And so I gradually grew tired of that because most dancers are fucking retards, and I just couldn't deal. I couldn't hang. And, now I'm back, and over the past years, like the people that I have idolized have been like the tech magnates and the best and the brightest of the most visionary thinkers. And I more or less have looked at myself as less than these people. And maybe that's true. Maybe that's a self-fulfilling prophecy, but it's just, it's definitely my subjective truth of my life. And one of the things I've realized recently is that I valued being in their good favor so much that it I would like choose to tweet or not tweet, or, you know, make this video or not that video, because I was worried that I might lose favor with them. And, you know, I've had these experiences recently that have shown me how sort of like, it's like, the only analogy that's coming to my mind, I think it's a terrible analogy for this, but it's like cutting off your nose to spite your face or something. This is really not the right analogy. Hopefully a better one comes to me as I talk. But, you know, if I'm not going to fully self-express, then how will I ever be seen as, you know, a maverick, revolutionary, visionary thinker, because I am being gate-kept by my own mind and my own idea of what is and what is unacceptable, or like outside the Overton window of this community, where it's so obvious. Like I would tell someone else that you just have to go for it because you just never know, and that if you want to really have an opportunity to go big, you have to be willing to truly be yourself and potentially alienate everyone. And a person that I really kind of admire on that front is Nick Fuentes, because for people that don't know, it seems like most people are just like, oh, you mean the anti-Semitic guy? Or instead they're like, who is that? That this guy just regularly goes against the grain of whatever a person like him is supposed to think. And I don't always agree with his takes, but it seems very clear to me that he is, he don't give a fuck. He just don't give a fuck. And that is his charm. And in his don't give a fuckness, he just speaks. You know, he doesn't filter himself, and he doesn't think like, oh, I could lose favor with this person, because he doesn't value having favor with anyone. There we go. 7 minutes in and I get to the point. I have valued having favor with certain people so much that it has completely, in a sense, ruled my life. And I am just becoming aware of this now. And I am totally at peace with this. There's no regret. There's no mourning over lost time. There's some amount of grieving, I think, but you know, I think that's natural when you have a big kind of realization or epiphany. But the end result is I'm like, bro, fuck this shit. I have a perspective and I validate my own perspective. And as my homie Kid Boogie used to say, bitch, I don't need your props. I'm on my own nuts, right? Oh, no, he didn't say that. He said, I'm on my own dick. That's what he said. Bitch, I don't need your props. I'm on my own fucking dick. Biatch. So I should probably just end it right there. I think that's like a perfect ending. I fucked up a really good opportunity, but, you know, if you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Peace.
Otis5D.xyz